Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Be Perfectly Blended. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. And if this is your first time, thanks so much for clicking on. Welcome. It is about 10 a.m. where I'm at. And as you saw, I have a sink full of dishes, so I'm going to get to those. I thought I'd have time to soak them this morning, but I don't. So I'm going to do that as soon as I get back. But I just want to jump on and say hi and let you know today's video is going to be kind of similar to the last one. A lot of everything put into one over the next day or so. I am dressed and ready to go. Well, you can't really see, but I kind of have a long little dress on, goes about to my knee. I'm getting ready to run to my daughter's job. She got a promotion, and so they're going to celebrate. I want to run by and bring some flowers, so I'm going to stop, grab some flowers, do that. Then after that, once we're out and about, I know for sure I have to go grocery shopping, so I'm going to probably stop at Winco and do that. Come back, we'll see what I'm going to do for dinner. Last night I wanted to make this chicken casserole. I have the things out. Instead, I did chicken strips. So you ever had the night get away from you? Because that's what happened. I fried some chicken strips, French fries, corn. That's what they wanted. That's what I made. And then in the process of letting stuff cool and kind of cleaning up everything else, but the dishes, that's where I'm at. So here we are the next morning. Of course, I've got to get up and run and do. But then when I come back, I'm going to attend to the house. So I just wanted to say hi and thanks so much for coming along. Let's go get some flowers. I just stopped at our neighborhood Safeway. I thought those were beautiful, but then I ended up going for the pink. So once I grabbed the roses, then I just headed on over to my daughter's job. It was a lot of fun. I'm very, very proud of her. I'm so proud of her. She's an elite stylist. After leaving the salon, I went ahead and stopped at Winco, and I'm going to get some groceries that I need for this week, but I am also grabbing some special ingredients later on, not in this video, but in an upcoming video. I am making my husband's German chocolate cake for his birthday from scratch, so I will show that in an upcoming video, but right now, I'm just grabbing what I need for the week and what I need to make the cake. Initially, for Sunday, I was combining my husband's dinner and like a Sunday dinner. So fried chicken, mashed potatoes, homemade mac and cheese. That's why you see me grabbing so much extra cheese. But plans changed and we ended up going out to dinner for my husband's birthday, which was so much fun. So I will be making homemade mac and cheese and fried chicken probably for this upcoming Sunday dinner. So that'll be in another video coming up. Anyways, finished grocery shopping, and so now heading home. You ever have the people waiting on your parking spot? You feel a little pressure? That's me here, backing it up, and now here we go. Sorry for the sideways shot for the grocery haul. It'll straighten back out. I made it home, so here is a quick overview of everything that I got from Winco, but I also have some things over here because it is almost my husband's birthday. He is going to be 64 years old. He loves German chocolate cake, and I make it from scratch, but I go over to my friend's house. She's got the big KitchenAid. She's a baker, so she has everything you need for it. And so I will go over there and bake my husband a cake tomorrow, so I'll film that as well. But I'm going to start here with my grocery haul. So I did get buttermilk. That is for the cake, but also I'm going to use some to make homemade biscuits from scratch. My husband's grandma used to make them, so I try every now and then. Regular milk, and then I did get red potatoes. Season's changing. I'm going to make a roast, and I also got, I'm going to make the salmon dish, and so time for some red potatoes. And then I did get these. I actually opened and had one. I haven't got these in a while, and they were a good price. Bread for sandwiches over the weekend, and then hamburger buns, not sliders. Last time I thought they were sliders because they're a little smaller. And speaking of smaller, double stuffed Oreos, aka like regular Oreos. I am making a salmon dish. I've shown that salmon dish before on my channel. And in that I do use spinach, and then I also got salad mix because I will be making tacos. sometime this week, and my son prefers taco salad. Got some bacon for my husband for breakfast, just an extra can of green beans. They were on sale. I got some cheese like this and one more like this, and then I have 2 in the fridge. I am going to be making homemade mac and cheese. Here's the hamburger meat we normally get. I'm going to make hamburger patties, and then like I said, I'm also going to be making tacos. And here's our roast. Yum. I'm so in the mood for some roast. So I did grab these. I also grabbed, I love this stuff. We have a few more apples from my son's apple tree. So I love these little turkey pepperonis. So I grabbed a little sack. There is some more cheese. And then I grabbed this web because we do have a big spider that goes outside. But I do remember we had to throw the web away last year. So just another can of corn. I did get this right here, chicken broth. I am probably making, as I showed earlier, a chicken casserole, but and some more cream of chicken, and then some just regular chicken rice. Got this to make some type of chicken Alfredo situation for my son sometime next week. Crinkle fries to go with the burgers, and then like I said, I'll be making breakfast this weekend. So the hash browns, I did get these mixed vegetables, so if I do make the chicken casserole. And then here is the salmon, and then I have another piece of salmon that's about yay big from before, so I'll use both of them when I do make the salmon dish. As you can see that in previous videos, or wait and I'll show it coming up. And then to go with, I normally do asparagus, especially in the summertime, but my son actually asked about some steamed broccoli, so I thought, okay, well, that will go good. Do that with the red potatoes. And then just the extra thing of hamburger meat. They had those on sale. Just your frozen chicken breasts, and then these are the chicken wings that I will make for Sunday dinner. And then here are the ingredients my friend said I needed to get. Everything else she basically has at her house. So I did get the coconut flakes and the cocoa, some evaporated milk, the pecans, and some more brown sugar. I did get 2 evaporated milk, and then cake flour. And then my friend does not use spray at her house. So along with the buttermilk and everything else, she basically has, oh, and I'll bring a couple of eggs. But yeah, so there is that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this away. And then I've got to start soaking these dishes before it's time to make dinner. I'm going to start by filling my sink up with warm water. Actually, it's super warm this morning, which is nice. And Dawn dish soap and a splash of bleach. My son came out and was asking me a question, so that's why I keep turning my head to the side and looking back. As you saw earlier, I do have a full sink of dishes, so right now I am scrubbing them and sticking them in the sink over here to soak. And then once I prepare dinner and put it in the oven, I will be able to come back and I actually have 2 loads of dishes here to get done. As I mentioned, I fried chicken last night, and I don't know about you, but for me, there's certain meals, including frying chicken, that it just takes so much more effort to clean everything. You know, there's grease, and you got a lot of soaking and scrubbing, and so I tend to practice avoidance sometimes and clean up every part of the kitchen but the dishes till I'm forced like this the next day to do the dishes. So, got that first load done, and now I'm going to go ahead and make this chicken casserole. This turned out so good. Really, really good. Highly recommend it. But I'm going to start by just boiling some chicken. So I am adding the chicken seasoning in there along with a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder just as I am boiling the chicken. And then here is everything else that I am using. And 2 cups of milk. I know you only see 1 here, but I did use 2 cups. All right, I just finished boiling my chicken. This smells so good. But I'm going to take it off to the side. drain it and shred it. Let that cool. And then combine everything else here. Here, I'm just going to preheat the oven to 350, and then it calls for a stick of butter, so I am just putting that in the bottom here and just placing that in the oven so that it can melt. And while that is busy melting, then I'm going to go ahead and combine the other ingredients. So you take a can of cream of chicken soup and you put 1 cup, which is what this bowl is, of chicken broth in it. And just go ahead and whisk it together till it's well combined. So it'll be kind of a thicker consistency. So just whisk it all together there. Next, you're going to combine your red lobster cheddar bay biscuit mix with 2 cups of milk. And then you are going to just whisk it together. Also, make sure you put the season packet in as well, and just go ahead and whisk it together. Once it's almost completely combined, go ahead and throw in about a cup of cheese. I did like a cheddar cheese mix and just combined it all together. Now that my chicken has cooled and is all nicely shredded, I'm going to go ahead and season it with some garlic and onion powder, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then do some little final shredding. So now I'm going to take the shredded chicken and just place it in my dish with the melted butter. I kind of mixed it in just a little bit. Then I went ahead and topped the chicken with a little bit of pepper. Next, you're going to take your bag of frozen vegetables and just spread those out on top of the chicken. I did add a little bit of pepper and onion and garlic powder to the top of my veggies just for a little bit of flavor. Next, you're going to evenly spread your cream of chicken mixture or drizzle it out. And then on top of that, you're going to put your cheddar bay biscuit mixture and spread that out. Or not spread it out, sorry. Just kind of drizzle it so it's even. And then I went back, I had a little bit of my chicken broth, cream of chicken soup mixture, so I just drizzled that over the top. Now that it's all put together, I'm going to place it in the oven, 350 degrees for 1 hour. While the dinner's in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and come back here and finish up these dishes. So the dishes that have been soaking, I'm going to go ahead and scrub these and then get them in the rack to dry. And I'm going to give you a little backstory on this chicken casserole. So I do not have any other forms of social media besides my personal Facebook and my YouTube channel. So I don't have Instagram, I don't have TikTok. So I'm not sure what the viral recipes are or what's going around. However, I was watching on YouTube and actually a channel popped up and I've never watched this channel and I couldn't go back and find it, which was kind of irritating. But anyways, she was making this casserole here and I thought, wow, that sounds super good, great for fall. So I wanted to do it. And then in the process of, like I said, trying to find her channel, it popped up on many other channels, a lot of people that had Instagram and TikTok. So then you could see like the fast version and that it was a very popular, what they call viral or whatever, chicken casserole. And I had no idea. I just got excited when I saw it for the first time. And this is my first time right here actually making it. So anyways, I don't know if you've made it or not. Leave a thumbs up if you have made this casserole or what you think of it. Or if you've heard of it, leave a thumbs up. But yeah, this was my first time hearing about it, and apparently it's super popular. But here we are. The dishes are pretty much done there, done soaking. I put them up in the rack, scrubbed up, and now I'm able to tackle my next set here. I'm still soaking my wooden spoon there, but here are all my dishes nice and clean and drying. kitchen's looking good. This is just my lunch pail when I do go into work. I put some snacks in there. Here's dinner, pretty much almost done. I'm getting ready to take it out here, and I'm going to let you hear. That sounds so good, and it smells even better. Well, dinner was a huge hit. Everybody really enjoyed it. So I will definitely be making this again. It was so good. Perfect for fall. I want to thank you so much for coming along with me today as I ran a few errands and went to the grocery store, got my dishes done, and made this yummy casserole for the first time. Thanks so much for coming along with me today. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.